I oh, there I am. Hey everybody. So this is Renee, the director of the animation track. Thank you guys for joining. I know I'm a small little dot in the middle of your screen. I promise I'm here live. I'm not a cat. I'm not a still photo. But we wanted to make sure that through some of my streaming issues, we were still able to bring you some really cool information and people regarding DragonCon this year. So thanks everybody who tuned in. Thank you for joining us from all parts of the internet. Shout out to you guys. And just so you guys didn't feel lonely, it is me in cosplay as Garnet, and which is very appropriate for what I'm about to bring you. So and thanks for joining. We have super amazing guests with some news that's going to blow your mind and get you super excited for DragonCon this year. Upcoming, we have John Walker from the Georgia Aquarium and Dennis Robinson, who is the with the digital media track. So before we get to them, we're going to talk about a couple other things and just some reminding you to, if you have any questions for our guests of this show, of this segment, this town hall, please, please, please put those in the comments. We will read them and we will look at them and definitely touch on them after the show, so towards the end. That's going to be really great. We have some breaking, brand new news. Epic Photos has been signed on to come back this year with celebrity photos with fans. So we're definitely excited for that because you've been sitting around the house all year working on those great cosplays, watching those amazing shows, and when you get to see your celebrity guest in person, you're going to want a photo. So Epic Photos takes amazing photos. They have a great scheduling system. There's going to be details coming up in the next couple of weeks on how you can make sure you can get your photo with the guests that are coming to DragonCon that you love so much. So super excited about that. That's new. That just happened. Like, we just got information, and who knows what else may come up during the stream. So as always, we'll also have Brian Humphreys, who's going to be available for fan cosplay photos. So please, please, please bring out that hardworking cosplay that you've had throughout the year. I mean, you can see I'm probably going to bring at least a cosplay. I can't say it's going to be the one you're looking at right now, but any cosplay that you bring is going to be picture worthy. So make sure that you are able to connect with him. Get those photo passes through the Growtix store right now. You can actually put that on your schedule for now to make sure that you have tickets to get photos with Brian Humphreys. So amazing Atlanta photographer. We're really happy to have him coming back again this year. Also, as I mentioned, I am the director of the animation track, which means basically everything that's animated that is not part of animated manga. That's another really fun track that I am always working with each year, and we'll be working with this year. But specifically for animation, this year is a big deal because I don't know if you remember 2020 when we had the digital virtual panel for the Animaniacs crew. Well, they're coming back this year. Yes, we will have the voices of Yakko, Wacko, Dot, Pinky, The Brain, Looney Tunes characters, Tiny Toons characters, and multiple ducks. I don't know if you're familiar with, Darkwing Duck or Daisy Duck. They will be coming, and just to name a few of those who will be there, Rob Paulson, Maurice LaMarche. We also have Jim Cummings, who's obviously the voice of very many people, including Darkwing Duck. So that's super exciting to have them coming through. And I'm also very excited for these guests because I know just recently Maurice LaMarche, Tress McNeil, and Jim Cummings were all in a show called Amphibia that I really loved. So we'll be talking about that at the con. If you love that show, you love anything animation that's come out, please come to our track room and hear and talk about those things. Geek out with us over anything animated. Some of the other things that we have are, of course, you may have seen based off my cosplay, Steven Universe guests. Yes, finally, they're back for 2021. We miss having them for 2020, but definitely you can meet in person. Connie, Lapis Lazuli, Pearl, and Garnet, all women of color, all amazing singers. So this is going to be a good time. You can already tell it's going to be a very powerful year for DragonCon and a really powerful year for the animation track in general. We will still bring back, in regards to the Animaniacs crew and that cast, we're going to have the Twisted Tunes panel, which is them making funny voices and reading scripts in their character voices. Always a good time. And I've seen your comments on the DragonCon page where you wanted it to come back. So that's exciting that that's coming. And then also we will have at least our fan run Steven Universe sing along. That's going to be a staple forever because we're ready to sing our hearts out and cry a little with all of our friends and fellow fans. And so I'm hoping for more sing-alongs this year, actually. So if you have a favorite show that has music throughout, please hit me up. I would love to be able to kind of throw that in there and put that in a playlist for some of our panels. Other things we have coming up, we have a very specific animation and anime track cosplay contest that happens on Saturday. So it's a little bit smaller scale than some of the other contests, but that is still happening this year. There'll be more details about that soon. And what I'm really excited for is talking about any sort of after hours animation. So I'm talking things that are after 10 p.m. Stuff that would be rated more MA, like Castlevania or Love, Death, and Robots or Midnight Gospel, Disenchantment, Harley Quinn. If you love any of those topics, definitely check our schedule for after hours animation track, and it's going to be a super fun time to be able to again geek out with fans that also love this sort of content. And of course, we've been ingesting it and binging it for a year and a half, so get ready to geek out with us. And then lastly, I just want to add that what I'm really looking forward to is having some networking sessions in our animation track room where you can come through with your business cards, your stickers, your webtoon URL, a QR code that leads to your website. Come bring that during certain times of our room networking times and just meet other people. Leave them in the room if you want. We'll have something set up where you can just have your information there so all of us fans can learn more about your art if you're an animator or a creator. I love to see fan-made alternate universes, webtoons, anything like that. Animation that is done in Atlanta. We know a lot of great animators in Atlanta, and the industry is looking for you, and we're looking for you as fans. So we're going to make sure our space is set up for that, and that's in the Hilton Galleria 1 this year, pretty sure, just across from where we were last year. So I'm very excited about that. I know you can't see the excitement on my face, but if it could be reflected in those glasses in that picture, it would be very bright excitement for my track, but not just for my track, for everything that's happening at DragonCon. And maybe we can bring in a face that can get you more excited and talk more about what's going forward. So we definitely have John Walker just waiting outside of the virtual doors to tell you about the Georgia Aquarium. There he is. Thanks,
Hi.
John, for coming through.
Yay. So excited to be here.
Awesome. It's great to have you. And you have some really important information regarding the Georgia Aquarium, and we're so happy that this is still a part of DragonCon this year. So what do you have to share with us? And tell us more about how long you've been with the aquarium and what you know.
Well, I'm so grateful this is happening. It has been, being an event planner and not having last year really put me through it because my job at the aquarium is to welcome the annual events that come to town and find a way for them to come to the aquarium, incorporate it into their convention.
Yeah.
But this is a personal favorite of mine, and I've been at the aquarium 14 years, and I came up with this. About in 2009, I approached Pat Henry and told him my dream that I just wanted to enhance the fabulous weekend. And I know people that come to town go see attractions, but why can't we make the DragonCon night part of the convention? So like it's almost like your own world at the aquarium. So it's a baby of mine, and it's I'm really grateful for everyone's support, and I'm glad because obviously the last year with events being canceled, I am back at work with my team, and I'm starting to plan, and my creative juices are flowing. So I want to tell you what happened during the shutdown.
Yes, please.
So, the aquarium's nonprofit, and we're open 365 days a year. So the shutdown was brutal, just as it was for everyone. But it's very hard to change things around at the aquarium when we're always open. So we decided, let's go hard or go home. And during that shutdown, we took advantage of it, and we renovated almost the entire attraction. So when your attendees come back for DragonCon night, they're not going to know where they are because so much is shiny and new. And a couple things I want to highlight is, can we talk about our entrance before? That was our biggest complaint because, of course, it's Labor Day heat.
Very hot.
Everybody was in the sun. Everybody's melting in their costumes. And the entrance really wasn't designed for the afternoon sun. So our new entrance is all in the shade, and everyone that gets to the aquarium will not be in direct sunlight. So that's a plus.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
That's a huge deal. Oh my goodness.
And then if it rains, you're in covered. So that's a big plus. And then when you come into the aquarium, the big central area, the atrium in the middle of the aquarium has all been updated, new flooring, new state-of-the-art lighting. And I don't want to reveal too much, but lots of new special effects in that area. So I'm really excited for everyone to see the entire update of the atrium. Yeah. And then during the shutdown, when everything was closed, something magical happened.
What?
Our beluga whale had a baby calf.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yes. And so while we were closed and couldn't share the excitement with the public, you can see her now when you come back. Her name is Shyla. She's doing amazing. She's adorable. And she loves coming up to the window and bonding with the guests. So you get to see a baby beluga. She's a year old. And I just want to bite her. She's so cute.
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm like making an adorable kitty face right now. I'm so excited for new life at the aquarium.
So cute. She's so cute. So that's one thing. And then we also added a new 4D movie theater to our attraction. And that's showing our new movie called Octopus Blue Planet, which will be running during DragonCon night.
Oh, wow.
You all know what 4D is, right?
So are tentacles going to touch me? Because I feel a way about this.
Well, I won't tell you when, but there's some things will touch you and shoot out at you. But it's a really beautiful. Octopus are fascinating.
Very smart, I heard.
So it's produced by the BBC cable news network, and so I think you'll all love that movie. Mm-hmm. Let's move on to the most important thing, which you've all been putting up with for 3 years prior to this, was you've seen the construction at the aquarium. You've seen the construction walls, what is going on at the aquarium. And it is our brand new $100 million expansion, Sharks, Predators of the Deep.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And so it opened up in October of last year. So obviously you didn't have DragonCon. So you so if it happened, it would have missed it. So it's going to be brand new to everyone. And I'll get into that, the details, but I think we should give everybody a world premiere exclusive of our new Sharks commercial.
Yes, please. I think we have that.
Here we go.
Hey, girl. Hey, we're running. Shark! Everybody run!
Unfollow your instincts and run towards sharks. Georgia Aquarium's all-new gallery. Get your tickets online today.
That was spectacular.
Just a little teaser. Like, we didn't focus that much because I want to give too much away. We did the exhibit, but the actual people running through the park to to the aquarium inspired us from the past DragonCon guests running to catch the shuttle bus from the hotels. So, so we had a little brainstorming session, but anyway, so we're excited for everyone to experience the new exhibit. It took 3 years of brainstorming and building onto the aquarium. It's 1.2 million gallons of water, and the exhibit is 200 feet across. It's very ethereal, dark, kind of creepy, but that's the point. And it's you're going to be up close and personal with dozens of sharks featuring our great hammerheads, sand tiger sharks, which are just as powerful, and the second killer next to what great white sharks. Silver tip sharks and tiger sharks are going to be in the exhibit, and the colors of the exhibit, the lighting, it's really, really gorgeous. So we're super excited.
That sounds really exciting. Maybe a good place for photos, possibly?
So maybe, because the sharks are terrified of flashes, so we say flashes everywhere, but taking pictures in there, the lighting of like the shadows of the lights, and then the way they design the rock features is like a glowing material. So it's something, it looks very DragonCon. Let's just say that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You've done spectacular. I can't imagine that there's any cooler news, but it sounds like you have even cooler stuff to let us know about these amazing sharks.
I do. So I just want to get into the event part. First of all, we are so grateful for everyone's excited, and I've never seen things sell out so fast, but the VIP sold out in a blink. I'm glad you all love that option. And today we spent hours in a boardroom finalizing my vision board of the decor and special effects for that exhibit. And we did that today. And just to let everyone know, just to keep your mind at ease, we will have a reduced capacity. We're mirroring the DragonCon protocols, and we're having a little bit reduced capacity just to put everyone's comfort level. And then we also want to talk to you about, there is a chance for you to win the last 2 VIP tickets that I saved to the side. Look at that. Look at that graphic. God, I love having a crew help me out.
Wow. Yeah. Aquaman doing his thing. Wow.
Yes.
You saved 2 tickets just for our DragonCon attendees?
I sure did. And then you're going to get into it, but there's the details. But let's just talk about your aquatic themed pictures that y'all take at the aquarium, which I love. So yeah, just follow those instructions, and the lucky winner will get the last 2 VIP tickets.
Wow, this is like, this just happened because I don't think we knew. Like we heard, there was all sold out. So this is really exciting. I know we just have the graphic up, but we will have that on social media for anybody who wants to. But basically, yes, show us your beautiful aquatic themed pictures. Use the hashtag DC the Aquarium on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. And we'll have all the details on social. But as long as you post those pictures, share with us, tag it, we will announce a winner on Thursday, July 22nd. Well, it's already July. So please make sure you're using that hashtag. Show us your beautiful photos. And they don't have to be from the aquarium if you have just a fun aquatic themed photo that you want to share with us. But of course, anything that showcases the aquarium definitely boosts how cool it is to be there for anyone who may be on the fence of getting a ticket. And we still do have general admission for this aquarium, correct?
Yep. So as of today, we're almost 50% sold out of general admission. So any of those people that are on the fence, not sure, don't let this slip away. Make a little reminder to check back in a week or 2 and make your decision. Because as I said, reduced capacity. I don't want you to miss out on this night, because it's a whole new attraction. The people that have been there before will come back and they'd not recognize and not know where they are, because everything is so new.
Wow.
Yay. We're so excited.
That is super exciting. I hope I get a chance to go. My schedule always is weird just because of programming, but I'm going to put it on my calendar and see if I can slip away because I want to see these new beautiful attractions as well. So,
Yay.
super exciting. Anything else about the event? I heard there's going to be like some pretty cool DJs or music.
Yes, so DJP, one of my favorite people and DJs, he's gonna come back with like a new vibe for this year. We're a little experimental, but he's great for this event. But I've received so many emails, and yes, the return of the DragonCon Aquarium themed complimentary pin is back for the first I believe 2,000 people that come in the door. So it's back, and I didn't realize how popular that is, but exciting. So that is back this year. So I'm not going to tell you what it is, but some of you can figure out what the theme is on the pin. But I just want to say that I created this event in 2009 and how it successfully has grown each year. And then I also appreciate, because I love my team at the aquarium. No one calls off that night. So everyone comes to work because everyone just loves it because they get to wear whatever they want. They get to be their alter ego. And then I also want to thank the support and friendship of Rachel and Mandy and all of you guys running this town hall. I love this team.
Thank you so much, John. And we are so appreciative of you too, not just for creating this special event for DragonCon and for fans and for collectors, but you have consistently also made an entire experience at the aquarium that has put Georgia on the map. So thank you.
Thank you.
Experienced and invented brother for having this for us. So we love this connection and we love having you today. And man, we are even more excited. So yes, everyone, please check on social media after this town hall. Make sure you're part of that next 50% that gets those tickets. And please do also join our contest so we can see your beautiful photos and give away those last 2 VIPs. So John, it's been wonderful. You can stick around for a bit.
I will. I can't wait.
Afterwards. So
good luck, everyone.
Thanks.
And we'll see you that night. I like to walk around and see everybody. So if you see me, grab me.
Yes. High five, John.
Thank you.
All right. So that's super exciting. We're always loving having things going on around the city at the same time as Dragon. But what's going on site with DragonCon this year? Well, we also have our digital media track director, Dennis Robinson, who I'm welcoming in through the virtual door.
Hello.
Hi. Thanks so much. Wow, you look comfy.
Now, I don't want to take any credit away from the rock god of podcasting himself, Charles McFall. He's actually the director of the digital media track, and I will never hear the end of it if I get his credit. So I got to put credit where it's due.
I promoted you unnecessarily, but you have the chair and the throne. So tell us more about yourself, though, Dennis.
Well, so my name is Dennis Robinson. This will be my 5th DragonCon, the 4th in person. Last year, I missed it like crazy, but we did end up still doing it digitally, so that was still fun. But I am one of the questionable creators or hosts, as you would call it, of Botched, a D&D podcast. Think of it as an improv comedy show with a lot of drinking and draped in the loose skin of Dungeons and Dragons. That's pretty much how you could describe our show.
I like it.
We got invited to DragonCon to do our show live, and it sort of just exploded from there. And we've had a great time every year since we started doing that. And so we've got more plans for every year. We usually we dress up in ridiculous costumes, whether it be suits. I think the last live show I made my own Space Viking turtle armor outfit or something ridiculous like that.
Okay, that tracks.
Our show is always after 10 p.m. because obviously drinking, and there's usually a fair amount of profanity and terrible questionable morals, as I would call them. So definitely after 10. But yeah, I am super excited for going back to DragonCon this year. It is probably my favorite time of year. And
Yeah, definitely excited to have you back. And I mean, in the meantime, it sounds like you've been busy since even building up to DragonCon.
Oh yes, busy. Well, I mean, it's aside from the show stuff, I am actually launching my first comic book Kickstarter this year, and I thought, what better time to do it than at DragonCon? And little side story, I came up with a comic book idea more than a decade ago, and just put it on the back burner and figured I'd never do anything with it. And then I came to my first DragonCon, started hanging out with a bunch of other people here from the digital media track, and I started pitching the idea to them just to see what they would say. And everybody said, you should pursue this. And that was 4 years ago. And now, over a decade later, my dream is coming to fruition, so to speak. The comic is completely done. It's completely finished. So once, if it gets funded in September, you get the book. It's definitely it's a done deal, basically. So.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, so it's never too late to follow your dream and to get your creativity out there. So we're super excited to make sure that we are seeing you in person, because you seem like a super cool guy. I mean, I wish that I even just had my camera on so we could have a face-to-face. But also that you're creating this content for DragonCon specifically. If we have you coming back, it's because our fans love you and you are consistently doing amazing. So I can tell you are definitely a cool guy with a lot of creativity to share with us. So, and I also appreciate the After 10, because yes, that is a fun time and crazy things can happen.
Yes. Usually the show ends with us doing shots with whatever audience members are still left. And it's a grand old time.
I like it.
Yeah. Can I tell you a story from my first year at DragonCon, just to give the audience an idea of how crazy it is to go to DragonCon?
I don't see why not. I mean, we love that. So no one's telling me no, so yes, you can tell the story.
DragonCon was my second convention that I'd ever been to, BlizzCon being the first one. And DragonCon is leaps and bounds beyond the size of BlizzCon and way more stuff to do. But so we were blown away when we first got here. But I remember walking around just exploring, and I saw this giant line outside one of the buildings around the block. And I walked up to somebody and I was like, what is this line for? And they're like, oh, we're waiting to see Matt Smith from Doctor Who. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And I had panels going, so I didn't have time to be waiting any lines or anything like that. So I just go back to the Hilton where the digital media track is, and I, do my thing. And then I walk across the street and get on the escalator, and guess who's standing in front of me on the escalator?
It's Matt Smith.
It's Matt Smith in a full denim tuxedo, denim jacket, denim jeans, just on the escalator in front of me. I leaned forward. I was like, excuse me, are you Matt Smith? And he just very quietly turns. He's like, yeah. It's like, oh, it's nice to meet you. He's like, oh, yeah, thanks. The moment he got to the escalator, somebody noticed and just started screaming Matt Smith's name, and his handler had to get him out of there. It's fast.
There's always some guy screaming people's names. Also, he was probably supposed to be at that panel, so I mean,
probably.
Yeah,
so you literally never know what you're going to get into at DragonCon, which is why I like it so much. And usually, what I tell people is, no matter what you're nerdy about, there's going to be something there. And you might get a kick out of this. I think it was the last DragonCon I went to. There was a Brave Little Toaster cosplay. Where else are you going to see a Brave Little Toaster cosplay but DragonCon?
I have my hands up in a cheery motion because I love the Brave Little Toaster. I just mentioned that how much I love musicals and anime, and animation, and that is one of the first amazing cartoons with consistent music throughout that I grew up with. So yes, if you're that Brave Little Toaster cosplayer and you know them, if anyone knows them in the chat, please tag them and tell them to let us know, because I would like to see that.
Yeah, it was the heating blanket, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. So
even cooler, because he's a very wholesome character.
But I actually plan on dressing up this year too. I just started doing that. I think the second con is when I started dressing up, and Atlanta's hot, and for whatever reason, I always pick the worst costumes to wear in the heat. But this year I got 2 planned. I'm going to do the captain from Firefly, Nathan Fillion's character, and I'm also going to do the main character from Blade Runner 2049. Mostly because I want to buy that coat. I really want that coat for just in general use, but sure, I'll dress up for DragonCon.
Yeah, well, we welcome it. We really do. Like I said, we've got costume contests all throughout the weekend. We have photography that would love to get pictures. We have fans who want to get pictures with and of you. So that's going to be super exciting to have you come out. And I'm a huge fan of Mal and Firefly. So hopefully I'll get to see you. I'm pretty sure the digital media track is on the same floor as and very close to the animation track on the hill.
Pretty sure I've seen you guys as I wander around down there in the basement of the Hilton.
Yes, we're there watching tunes and singing songs. So wow, awesome. Thank you so much for being a part of this today and letting us know about some of the great content that we are going to have at this con. Oh my goodness, I'm really excited. We have your looks like we put your Twitter down there, so if people want to follow you. Definitely, I would highly recommend it, Dennis. You're a cool guy. And I think we're about 30 minutes, so I think we're good for some Q&A if we want to bring John back in and see if there's any more. Hey, John, welcome back. We got Dennis, we got John. We're ready for some questions, and I am going to see where these questions are coming from.
And by the way, John, I'm trying this year desperately to get to the aquarium. I'm getting to Atlanta on Monday this year, so I can try and get to the aquarium.
Well, you know someone there.
All right.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. So it says questions. Oh, goodness. We got a lot. I'm screening through. Okay, here. Oh, this is not a question, but Tony... I'm going to say Tony G because I don't want to say his last name. And Tony G sounds cool on YouTube. Says, love the costume, Renee. Thanks so much. Let's see. MS on YouTube. Any new rescues or friends at the aquarium?
So that we do it all the time. But I just want to let you know, we just announced as I talked to you about our beluga whale had a baby, right, over the quarantine, while the other beluga whale is pregnant.
Oh my goodness.
So they're getting busy in that exhibit. So we're excited. We're on pins and needles waiting. We're just very excited. It's coming this late summer, fall. So it's around that time. We're just very excited. But I want everyone to know we just partnered with Discovery Plus, the TV channel, and we will be the exclusive content for Discovery Plus to talk about our document of all of our animal global conservation efforts. So we are going to be supplying Discovery Plus all of that exclusive content. So that's a huge honor that we've been selected to do that. So look out for Discovery Plus for Georgia Aquarium content.
Nice. Wow, that's really cool. We are
really
super
exciting.
Yes. Let's
Hi,
see.
everyone.
Hey.
Hey, Renee, I saw that you were having some of our technical difficulties backstage. So I came in to lend a hand with some of the Q&A, guys. Hope you don't mind.
Thanks so much. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, John. Hey, Dennis.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good show. Oh, it's going pretty well. You know, just doing our thing. Awesome. I see where there'll still be a cosplay contest at the aquarium this year. Bum, bum, bum. I think that was for safety concerns. What was the decision, John?
Correct. We're putting a pause this year, because we're just trying to limit crowded gatherings for an extended period of time. But everybody still can bring it with their costumes and really go all out and showcase it to the rest of the attendees. But just this year, we're just trying to limit
I completely understand
the lengthy gatherings of shoulder to shoulder.
Right, because with those costume contests, people tend to be in holding groups that are really confined.
They're up there and waiting for the front row for hours. So that's just this year. It'll be back with a vengeance.
Everybody's a winner this year.
Yes. I'm going to come as a World of Coke employee. But my favorite costume every year, I'm sorry, sometimes inappropriate, it's funny. He comes as a Gordon fisherman in the aquarium. And I'm sorry, I laugh. It's funny. You have to laugh at things. So he carries the fish sticks box around. And
of course he does.
That's precious.
You know, I love creativity. Simple and makes an impact. Thank you, whoever you are.
That's awesome. Before we move on to the next question, I do want to let fans know that are at the DragonCon show, we will have the Friday night costume contest, and of course, the Sunday night masquerade will be happening, co-hosted by a couple of funny people, if I say so myself, Eddie McClintock and me. So we will definitely have plenty of room for our fans that cosplay to enter contests, just not out of the Georgia Aquarium, just out of safety for our fans. So yeah, that was a great question. What was the other one?
But don't let them hinder not dressing up, because we're waiting for that.
Our VIP ticket holders still guaranteed a pin.
Yes, it's always been a priority of ours, and that is the benefit. The VIP will always get the pin. It's the general admissions, first come, first serve.
Gotcha. All right. So it means the early bird gets the worm. Can't wait. First time at the aquarium. It's so beautiful. So
Yay.
looking forward to the event. Have tickets and cosplay. We are ready. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Yacha Kashal.
Thank you.
As I butcher that name, if I did, I apologize. So Dennis, you said that you're going to come into town Monday. Does that mean that you live outside of Atlanta?
Oh, yes. I live in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, so quite a ways away.
Ooh.
Awesome. I love Pennsylvania. I've been there, and it's God's country. If there's ever a God's country, it's beautiful.
I went to Penn
It's
State.
pretty.
You
Oh,
went to
nice.
Penn State? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow. Small world.
Yes.
So I'm glad that you're going to come and visit the aquarium, because it really is truly a magnificent piece of Atlanta culture.
I've always heard good things about it. Usually I come down on Wednesday. We're getting the whole Airbnb thing together, seeing everybody, and then the con happens. And by the end of the day, you're so exhausted from doing panels and stuff like that you're just like, I can't move.
But it's that good exhaustion. It's that vacation
Oh, 100%.
exhaustion.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Oh, so that next question, Dennis, is for you. What is a good jumping on point for your Botched podcast? Is there a favorite episode that you think is a good starter point for people?
I would say season 1, episode 3.
Okay.
And then
That's
just
not a
go
lot
from
of
there.
movement, but okay. Episode
Yeah.
3. It's a good jumping point. How many podcast episodes do you have?
Oh gosh, now we're close to 300. I know our Patreon has over 1,000 hours of stuff on it now, but yeah, I think we're getting towards the 300th episode. So yeah, somewhere between 200 and 300 episodes. Yeah, we started
That's super exciting.
2016. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
All right. So Renee, are you able to hear us okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Because I think that's why they brought me in, is they were afraid that you weren't hearing or seeing the questions. Oh, and you had the compliment. Love the costume, Renee. Oh, it looks like Renee just dropped out. I'm so sorry that happened. I know she was having some difficulties. So John, Dennis, thank you so much for being patient as we are going through this live town hall. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, no problem.
Bum, ba,
How do
bum.
I say yes? I
Yes,
said yes,
yes.
and then I left. I don't know. I was like, yeah, I hear you fine. The end.
The end.
So
Yay.
yes.
So Renee, why
Yeah, I
don't you?
can see some of the questions, and I can hear you guys just fine.
Okay, good. So I'll let you. Oh, this compliment was for you about your costume.
Oh,
You said
yeah.
you were dressed up as Garnet from Steven
Yeah,
Universe.
so this is my Garnet Steven, my wedding Garnet from Steven Universe. I have it on my Instagram if you guys are interested. It's actually got a lot of likes from compared to everything else. You would think that that's all I posted, but it's the wedding episode where it's just a very beautiful show in general. So I actually have a picture with Estelle in this dress already from a different convention. So I probably won't wear it at DragonCon this year just because it is hot. And as you can see, a lot of fabric. That was an actual wedding dress that I bought secondhand. So hopefully that person got married and stayed married forever, and I butchered their dress to make this. But yeah, it was very pretty and very vintage looking, but it was very inexpensive, and it worked out. And that's how I cosplay, is secondhanding. So thank you so much for the compliment. I did work really hard to put it together, and I'm really just happy to see more Steven Universe fans and cosplayers and just have our content this year. It means a lot to be helping with the convention when we have this amazing lineup of guests.
Absolutely. So do we have time for one more question? Will Has Been Hotel, Hell of a Boss, be in the animation track? I love Has Been Hotel.
Yeah, so that's the one on my list. I don't know what I've been watching and reading, but it keeps falling down, but I will be watching it, and we would love to have a panel discussion on it. We had closed our panels a while ago, like at the end of last month, but if you have a content idea, we may be able to have you in on another panel or just have it as part of our general discussion. So message the Facebook or Instagram or Twitter at DragonConTunes, and we'd be happy to still see if we can get content like that on the schedule. But we will always have times that even if we're talking about one type of animation, we will be able to, it always says like, oh, this relates to this other thing that looks similar or is done by an artist who does this as well. But yes, please bring your love of Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss to the event, and we will talk about it.
So speaking of contact information, we do have another question. First time doing VIP for the Aquarium Night. What's different from the general admission, John?
So you're in for a treat. So the VIP is in our gorgeous, gorgeous ballroom. It's a separate space from the aquarium. I go all out with my creativity with our decor, special effects, audio visual, and then it comes with open bar. And then
open what? I'm sorry.
Open
what did you
bar.
say?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
All the water you can drink.
And then the food this year will be served by chefs, like attendants, instead of like a buffet situation to make everyone comfort level. So it'll be served to you. And we have events down pat. We've all had to change our protocols. We want to make everyone feel comfortable. And so I think you'll love the setup this year, given what's going on in the world. You'll feel really comfortable in gorgeous surroundings.
I've been to some of your other events, John, and I've been to the VIP ballroom, and yes, indeed, you theme like no other, sir. Hats off to you.
My creative outlet.
Great creatives. Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, Dennis, John, do we have your handles and contact information that we can show people, and then we'll get back to this aquarium question? Because I certainly want, if people have aquarium questions, they can reach out to John and his team. And Dennis, if you wanted to field some questions, if anybody wanted to reach out to you to talk about your Kickstarter or some of the things that you have planned at DragonCon, I definitely want our fans to be able to reach out to both of you. And if it doesn't pop up on the screen, there he is, World's Okayest DM, and all other social medias. Dennis can be reached at World's Most Okayest DM. I love it.
And then it looks like we have a lot of comments that were geared towards you as well. So after this, go back and look at this stream and see some of the conversation that was happening geared towards you. So a lot of love coming in.
And there's Jay Walker at GeorgiaAquarium.org.
Yes, excellent. And I see a question about someone wanting to know that they selected to roll their ticket over to this year.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes, so yes, so that was a year ago we did that. So maybe a chance you may have deleted it. Just email me. I have it all in a folder, and I'll send you your confirmation number for 2021.
That's perfect. Well, Renee, do you want to round us out? Are you clear now?
I think I'm good. It looks like there's no more questions. So let's see. I think that is all for this particular show. So thank you both for coming. Dennis and John, you have been such wonderful guests for our town hall. We're excited to keep these town halls going. So next Thursday, not next Thursday, we need some time. Thursday, July 22nd. So give us a while. We're going to have another town hall with our moderator, Dot. Remember Dot, the cutest, most amazing vampire, Dot coming back. Vampire moderator, just all around great, wonderful human. She's going to come back and present the winners of the aquarium contest.
Nice.
And is going to be looking at this brand spanking new digital progress report from DragonCon 2021. So that's going to be exciting. We're also going to have special guest Olivia Doyle from the publications. She's a publications director. She is always so sweet and has such good information. And there's always just going to be some cool and exciting stuff and news coming from these town halls. And we appreciate so much that you tune in to get this information and that you help us spread the word for those who may not be able to catch the town halls. You can also rewatch them on our social media channels that you see them on now. And please, please, please visit DragonCon.org/updates so that you can see anything new that comes up in a nice digital written out fashion. And you can, again, help share and know that information for all of our incoming attendees. So while I loved seeing you guys, and I'm sorry you couldn't see me, but I'm all over the internet. You can find me wherever you want to. And you'll see me at the convention in person. I miss you guys so much. But Tony, John, Dennis, thank you so much. People behind the scenes, thank you. Everyone who gave us questions and comments, thank you. And we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye to my
Bye,
favorite
Renee.
people.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for everything.
Bye.